Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. If you're new, my name is Mandy, and today we are going to flip through my planner. I just think it's time. I don't know if I've changed much since my last flip through or setup. I know that I've shown you guys a lot of things that I've put in my planner that I've really enjoyed that are in the shop. So this will kind of be a fun video for anybody interested in anything that's in the shop, how I use it, and just to kind of see if the order and everything is still going the same. I'll try to point out some changes, but really I'm just going to flip through and kind of give you an idea of why I did what I did, where I put it. So I am sticking with this planner cover. I'm kind of getting I can tell I need to change soon. So you know, that might change at some point, but I'm not about just buying a new cover right now or anything. I'm really trying to save money, not spend too much. So I don't know, maybe I'll look on Amazon or something, but I've had this on here for a while, which is surprising as how much I change. And I think I do want to change the discs out soon too, maybe some gold ones or something. For now, you know, with the options I have with the 8.5 by 11 big happy planner, this is what I have, and it's neutral. It's a lot more neutral. I do like it more for fall and winter, so I'm kind of craving a little change there, but here we go. Okay, let me make sure we're straight here. Okay, I do have a lot of layers going on here. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it that way, but I really do need some of these little mini note pages. I like to buy mini notebooks. I like to buy notebooks in all different sizes because they all fit in here, and I always tend to grab one of these. I also put a few of these in there. I found them in my stash, and I thought, you know what, sometimes I do need to make a quick list. Let's see if I use them. We're in April when I'm filming this. So I decided to put this in my planner. However, I am not using it. I always have the intention, but I'm not using it. I just don't need another place to go. So this is probably going to need to come out, and I'm going to do that now. I didn't know I would be doing, you know, making changes with you guys here, but I'm going to go ahead and make changes as I go because this is pretty much a flip through for myself as well, just to see if where I'm at is okay. Again, like, I don't really care too much about the aesthetics when I open it, but it is kind of nice, and sometimes it can be a little much. But this is basically my blank note page section. I might have one or two filled out every now and then because I don't have a place for it elsewhere in the planner, or I just didn't take the time to figure out where I want it. But that is what this is, so I can just easily go and grab a blank page if I need to. Here's my catch-all section. Again, I buy notebooks so I can have double-sided dashboard tabs, and I still love this. So here are just some note pages that I kind of need. I could probably take... No, I'm not going to take that one out yet. I'm not done with that one. Here's my task routines. I ended up liking that I just didn't check off too many, and I wanted to go ahead and keep them in there as reference. I have a couple blank list pages, and I'm all ready for my next month of goals and vision. That's what that is. I did, like I said, I didn't want to fill out another task routines because I liked the one that I had here. So keeping that for now. I'm probably going to make these more for the month, but I did like printing it for the week. So here's the week that I'm in right now. I've got my laundry, some dinners that I've sort of planned, some to-dos, my daily habits for my goals, to meet my goals, a couple home care items I need to make sure to do this week, and this week's schedule and to-do lists. So yeah, I really like using this part for to-dos, and then the bottom is just like a quick note of what's going on for the day, and then this section helps me remember what's going on the next week. Here is my homeschool. So as you can see in my catch-all area, I have my everything kind of going on here. I've got homeschool going on here. And then I went ahead and put a couple note pages, so that way if I have homeschool notes, it'll be attached to my homeschool page. And then this is just for like Etsy and YouTube. As you can see, I just kind of like to grab a little mini sheet for planning and notes. And then this note page is attached to a wellness section that I just didn't really feel like filling out this month or this week. So what's nice about it not being attached to my other planners is that I can continue to use this and it's not wasted if it were, say, double-sided with my homeschool planner. And then I can put my homeschool stuff where I have it. I save it in my homeschool planner or like a file I have, and it doesn't have to be attached to some wellness. So I do use a lot of paper each week, but I feel like I'm more productive and I use things a lot more, being that they are printed together, or sorry, separately, but in the same section together. So I just have a couple weeks worth printed out. I think I'm going to go back to my lovely green and tan theme for next week. As you can see, I've got some, I have this page for Etsy because this is in my Etsy shop now, and I wanted to show, okay, so this is what it looks like with the background, and then there is a page, here's a page like without the background, and then I also have a page without, or options without the routine boxes in case the routine boxes aren't your thing. So there's options with boxes and without boxes, with background and without background. So a few different options, but I wanted that in there to be able to take some pictures and share what I like to do and the space that it really does provide. So if you're interested in that, it is linked in my Etsy shop down below. A couple other wellness pages. As I said, like I really love using these, but when I don't necessarily need them all the time, I just leave a couple extra in there. And some note pages. I've got some monthly pages. I don't want to take these out because they are my planner routines, but I thought I was going to actually like check them off in February, but I really think I'm just using them for reference now, so that's why they are in there. And then, yeah, just some helpful reference pages for cleaning, note pages, and then we end up into our actual family calendar, which I am going to just slightly update with you guys here, checking off the things that we have completed. Yep, done that and that. Okay, so this is lovely to keep me on track with everything. And then I have my monthly admin guide here. So next month when I go to plan all the things, I have this guide to help take me into May. This is just a note page I didn't want to get rid of yet, just in case I miss something here. And then we go into my, I guess my home section. I didn't really title it because it's kind of, you know, all the other things home, I guess. So we've got food and grocery inventory, list making pages. So whenever I'm kind of feeling like, okay, I really need to look at what are our groceries, or maybe I'm not in the kitchen and I don't have the ability to look inside our pantry and our fridge to see what we need. This is really nice to go over it and see like, oh, okay, we haven't had cheese cubes in a while, so let's go ahead and order some cheese cubes or something like that. Or, oh, I forgot to get some taquitos and we like to have those in the freezer. So that is what this section here is for, all of our home stuff. And then it's just kind of set up with some recipes that I like to make sure we make. I'm planning to fill, you know, if I get a chance to fill out like a little menu here for spring and summer, because I do have my fall and winter one. And then just if I ever want to meal plan using my sticky note system, I have a lot of sticky notes ready. So included in my home section, I also have some of our projects and time frames, as well as a reference page for my weekly home blessing. I love that. And then we go into my goals section, which is pretty much the same. I filled this out elsewhere, so I didn't have that, but I have my April overview, my ideal routine, which goes really well with figuring out where I want to fit my intentionals in. And most every month, I use these pages to help me plan out some stuff in our calendar as well. which is again why I am trying this out as well, because I have my intentionals right here and they match this. So I really like having my goals or intentions section, even though it's pretty small. It's only a few pages, because it's a good reference section and I don't forget about my goals and intentions. These are just some notes for each category. And I think I even have some non-scale victories I'm trying to track, which is good. My old vision board and ideal routines page. So next we go into my homeschool section. This right now has just a lot of reference pages, a lot of notes I'm taking on curriculum, how many lessons we still have to do. Let's see, like I like to write down what we're loving and what we're working on. Just anything that kind of I need to like maybe pull real quick or something kind of goes in here. I'm starting to think of next year and what we're going to use. I got some empty pages, some monthly themes I've taken from Pinterest. So as you can see, it's a lot of notes, but what I do end up putting in here in the month is I will, throughout the month, I will put our homeschool pages here. So the first and second week of April are still up here, but when I kind of do a clean out, I'll put them back here for the month. And then a couple weeks into the next month is when I'll kind of clean those out. And then start, moving the other weeks over. So I keep a couple weeks at a time here, but I don't keep them over here with my catch-all, because everything here is basically what's going on during the week that I'm in. So if I want to keep anything from previous weeks just for a little bit, I'll put them in here, at least for homeschool. And then this is going to be, I haven't gotten to it. I really wanted to for April, but I didn't. But I'm going to map out our lessons here to kind of give myself an idea of how many lessons we have left and how far we will be going into May or June or, the summer, because we most likely will have a few lessons we'll go into. After that section, I know it's kind of funny that my calendar is at the end of homeschool, but it kind of gives me that, like, keep my reference pages in the middle of the tabs kind of thing. But after my homeschool section, I have my work section, and this is basically just some reference pages or list pages for videos I want to get out. I have my Etsy listing process that I just kind of toyed around with and thought, do I want to use them or just use them as a reference? I have a big here, and then I have a couple little ones in case I wanted to actually be writing down the titles of the listings I want to, put out there for Etsy. So I made quite a few of those, because if I did decide to do that, I do have quite a few projects going at the same time. And that's kind of the idea for that. I also thought about putting in a page protector. So to be honest, I'm not actually using these right now. I love that I have them and I can reference them. But when I can sit down and actually organize what I want to get out to you guys, I'm going to start listing them out here and then checking things off as I do them. It is ideal to work on one project at a time. However, it's kind of hard to do that when I have multiple ideas and things going on. Just an ideas list for Etsy and YouTube. So as you can see, just lots of different, notes in this section. Then we still have my budget section. I'm not going to share the details of that, but I do have a video on my budget and how I set it up for this last month. So check that out if you are curious. It does show you quite a bit of different things, except like some of the information I don't truly want to share. And then after that, we are continuing to have my future section. So again, it's just anything referenced, any extra pages I may want to grab and use. I probably need to take a few of those out because I'm not using those anymore. But just having some of my other favorites that are in the shop as well, like my habit trackers, my one-page weekly, I like double-siding that one with routines and stuff. And again, these are all in the shop. And a list page, just some reference, some things I never, really wanted to get rid of. But I also have the yearly calendar that comes with the Happy Planner, and I'm really, you know, I made some lists of things that we want to do or places we want to visit. And then lastly, just some extra notes that I don't want to get rid of that I know I might need to reference, because a lot of my planner is honestly referencing things, like brain dumping and referencing throughout the weeks and the months, and just making sure that I have access to those things that I needed to get out of my brain. So, yeah, some old weeks that I actually do need to take these out. So back here is where I put some of my old weeks, not homeschool, just old weeks. I'm gonna keep this in my vision board goals section, but these really aren't needed anymore. I like to put these in the back of my planner for a week or two in case I do need to reference them, but since I don't, they're going out. I am gonna put this in my goals section. And honestly, I just kept this in here because it's cute, and I thought, that's kind of cute. Maybe that'll give me some ideas. I love the graphics. And then some pictures my son gave me that I didn't want to get rid of because they're so cute and they remind me of him. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and put this in order. I got February and March. Otherwise, you guys, that is a flip through of my current planner setup. Things I want to work on, yes. Is it successful for me? Is it great? It's working so well, and I just thought I would share that flip through with you guys. If you guys have any questions on anything, let me know down below. And I hope that you enjoyed the video and the flip through, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye guys.